What's up, guys? Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz back again with the remainder of the Adventure Time set review. We are finishing up with Blue. I'm Brian, and I'm joined by Andy, Carmen, and Tyler, as were in the previous videos.
But
Hey, we
Yo.
made it. We're in blue.
And now we're talking about Ice King. Andy, start us off.
All right, we got the Ice King, the King of Ice.
Wow.
Very good flavor text or reminder text there. Very nice. If there are two or more remember you in your memory, this gets minus a level in your hand. So early plays if you're playing this red event package from last video. And when you play him onto the stage from your hand, he gets 4,500 power for the turn. 4,500 power until the end of your opponent's turn, and during this card's battle, no players can back up till your next turn cycle.
like Sayaka, but he doesn't bond.
Mm-hmm.
So early play, 14-5 can't be backed up against.
Yeah, seems fine.
Yeah, I like this profile. I feel like it's playable. There's just
It doesn't heal though.
I mean,
Doesn't do anything.
No, it just sits there.
It pluses you by living.
Yeah, you get 2 turns of it unless your opponent anti-change bombs it.
I don't know. That's just not like enough for me. I
Yeah,
was kind of excited for this at first. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe we can like start putting blue into the red decks. You know, something that uses these events. But
no, it's
I don't
kind
know
of
if this is
boring.
to go into blue.
Yeah, I'm not actually a fan. I think it's playable, but I don't think it's very good.
I'll give it like a C plus.
I don't think it's bad.
It's not bad. C plus
Well,
isn't bad.
the reason why the Sayaka is so good is because she adds Wish to your hand, and Wish is an event, so like it gives you all the like agency in the cross turn scenarios, right?
Yeah.
But like
I mean,
this just is like it's the least impactful part of the card. I don't know. I think that condition's kind of rough, having 2 in memory by level 2, first level 2 turn.
Yeah, I mean the Marcelin finisher only needs 1 copy of it in memory.
Yeah,
That's true. I've like in memory
Is
snow more often than not. I have trouble getting two rems into memory for the Amelia early play.
and that's a
our
character.
character, yeah.
Yeah, this is an event which means you have to
So
draw it or play a character that bonds to it.
That is a good point.
I mean, remind me again, what were the other early plays that we
There's
saw set
early
so far?
there's early
There's the
play
Jake
top
the
check
dog.
X, and then there's early play ditch a card heal to stock.
Yeah, 2 or less condition on that. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Maybe if blue ends up being good, Ice King will make the cut.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably trying this card out. Have to trial by
Okay.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah, see how it matches up. All right, next card, Brian.
All right. We've got Ice King. If you have Skeleton Princess, Slime Princess, and Turtle Princess, and Wildberry Princess in your memory, this card gets -1 level and -2 cost while in your hand. So you can play it at level 2 for 1 stock. On play, heals top card of Clocked Waiting Room. And when this card comes into play, you can pay 1 and put a Skeleton Princess and a Slime Princess and a Turtle Princess and a Wildberry Princess from your memory into your waiting room to burn your opponent for 2.
That's a lot of cards.
It is. Yeah, we talked about the princesses in the red video. Most of them are reasonable enough, except the Turtle Princess is a little bit unfortunate.
Which makes it like, so you have to play standby, and if you're playing standby, you kind of want to play 8 standby. So it means if you want to do this, you have to play 8 standby. Is that like a really bad thing? Probably not. 8 standby seems fine, but like,
Probably.
this is a lot of slots.
There's like no benefit to standbying this card though.
No, it's
You
not
only
this
need that stuff
card.
when you play him.
It's not this card. It's the Turtle Princess is only playable if it's standby. Like
Yeah, I guess the Turtle Princess is a fine standby target.
Yeah, it's just like you can't play that card from hand and then like hope to continue to play the rest of the game. I think the card is that egregiously terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only problem with like Turtle Princess and standby is it is statted like a standby target, which are usually statted to live cross turn, and you need it to die in order for this card to pop off.
Yeah, the idea is that it dies eventually.
Yeah.
But like your 1/1s do live typically into your first level 2 turns. So
You're
I mean,
probably
that's
going to have
just-
to.
That's already 5 cards for whatever number you want to run of each in your deck. That's already like half your deck.
yeah.
Yeah, you need enough copies to actually, see those cards in time to get the early play.
Yeah.
Wildberry.
Or you could just use Ice King as like a faux finisher, like an off finisher of sorts. Just like kind of play like an 8 standby. Maybe just play 8 standby with these memory cards, and then
The only benefit
at level
that I
3
see
you
to
can have
this-
an on play burn too.
The only benefit I see to this is if you just stick them all into memory, and then just use them as a 2/1 healer.
Right. I think that's what most people who are running this are trying to do. And then I guess you
Yeah.
can pop it too if you need it much later. But once
Like the burn 2 to put all of that to just decompress you, all that isn't worth it.
right, no, you
Yeah.
definitely don't fire that until you're desperate for that endgame damage.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Like use it as an off finisher, just like on your kill turn. Your memory doesn't matter anymore because you're killing your opponent this turn.
I mean,
Yeah.
the sad
The
thing is
game's
it's not
ending.
even like on attack or anything. It's on play, so
I mean,
you can't heal and then wait and then use it.
right. Yeah, you play him for 2 and you send all the cards from memory to waiting room to burn 2. That's not unreasonable.
Yeah, it's not that terrible. I think
It's just
what really
Turtle Princess just holds it back.
Yeah.
what really makes this card unfortunate is that there's a stock healer. That like early play stock healer. So if you wanted a 1-cost healer, I'd rather ditch a card than dedicate 4 deck slots. Because like
Yeah.
only one of these is actually objectively a good card, the Wildberry Princess.
Yeah.
The rest you're like making cases for them because they're attached to this card. The Turtle Princess is like objectively a card that like if I saw this run in like any other deck, I would like this card is
Yeah,
terrible.
it's funny. Like someone was deck brewing in Discord today, and they were saying that Turtle Princess is just too strong.
What?
Yeah, it's just
Just
too
can't
big.
die.
Dean, yeah, we can reveal it's Dean. Dean is just like Turtle Princess just can't die, so I can't play my Ice King.
I mean, honestly, that's a reasonable concern though.
Yeah,
Dying too late, yeah.
I mean, if you end up playing 8 standby Turtle Princess out, it won't die
Right. I mean,
for
that's,
a good chunk of turns.
so
Yeah,
it's
that's the
like
part-
maybe you're playing so many healers, right? Maybe you play this and the Princess Bubblegum, and like you don't do anything. You just like heal. You play like 2 Marceline finishers, and like that's it. This is so
Maybe-
many slots.
Maybe we're just thinking about Turtle Princess wrong. So like, what's your opponent gonna do? Never attack it? They're
Maybe
either just
Turtle
gonna
Princess
concede
is
board
too
to you
good.
the whole game, or they're gonna.
Depending on what deck they're playing, they can do that pretty profitably, but
And then what are they
Konosuba
gonna
for
do?
sure.
Like, then you can crash your Turtle Princess into their card. Then
Depends. If they're playing Obro or something, you can't. Konosuba would be really rough for this deck. Because like
Yeah.
they just keep popping. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're playing in like a weird meta where like you can somehow get your Turtle Princess in. I don't know. I can't justify this many cards for this one very good card. Like this card as it reads is fine. The cards it's attached to, one of them unfortunately pretty goddamn bad.
well,
All
I
right,
guess
we good to move
yeah.
on?
Only time will tell for this card.
Yeah.
slow and steady wins the race.
All right, Ice King.
They
I
say.
remember you. They're playing in a band. All your other ooh or fanfiction get 1,000, so it does buff fanfiction characters. And then if you have the Brainstorm on your board, all of your other characters also get 500 power. It's global 15. You have this in the background of the Brainstorm. And it has Act, pay 1, pitch a climax, choose a character in your waiting room, turn it to your hand. Okay. This card's actually pretty dope.
It's a good card, yeah.
Yeah, this card's actually pretty good. I'm a big fan of this. Global 15 and repeatable climax out.
Mm. And then if you're playing the Marceline Brainstorm, which you are with this, and you have Remember You in your memory, it's another 500 frontal. So 2k to things in front of the Marceline.
Yeah. This is actually
That-
really good.
It seems pretty solid to me, yeah.
You could even use the act effect discard a climax, get another Ice King. Now you have global 3K.
Well, no,
Good standby target too.
Well, then your Marceline would be in the front row if you did that.
Mhm.
Okay, well, whatever. You swing her into an open lane, and then your other lanes are plus 3K on the swing back.
That's true.
Regardless, the
Maybe,
Ice King's
yeah.
like a pretty solid standby target.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
very good.
Yeah, I think red blue is probably the play for 8 standby. I don't think you play much yellow in that. You play the Remember You package most likely.
Yeah. I think most builds will want to play at least a small Remember You package just because it turns on the Brainstorm. And like most builds are going to play the Brainstorm.
That's true.
All right. We good? Next card. Tyler.
Alright, we got the Lich. When this card attacks, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an U or unlocking the Enchiridion, put it into your hand. And then also its climax combo is when this card attacks, pay 2, ditch 2, and the climax, and put it into your waiting room. If so, put all level 3 or lower characters in your opponent's center stage into his or her waiting room.
The
Nuke's
book,
board.
then. Give me the book.
Is that what he says? Give me the
Yeah, the book.
It's
Finn.
funny because he combos with book.
Because he wants the
Very flavorful.
Enchiridion.
Very flavorful.
I don't know what the Enchiridion does, so.
It's a Milforum.
Camera.
Oh, okay.
Bondable.
Yeah, this seems kind of underwhelming. You compare it to Ainz from Overlord,
Yeah, wasn't that a
Which-
TD combo too?
It was a
which
combo, yeah.
which is off of gate and has a much better. I think it's like pay 2, ditch 1, something.
This is the first time English has seen the first line of text. Unfortunately, the on attack reveal top, you just add it. It's a plus.
Yeah, stand by this out
Yeah.
plus every turn. Broken.
Every turn it attacks, you have a chance to plus off the top.
Maybe you just run this card like no combo, just an 8 standby
Possibly.
Maybe, actually.
as like a standby target.
And then it's 12k with your Ice King and your Marceline from the last card behind it.
Yeah, and then you just plus every turn.
Maybe.
But I mean,
That's actually not horrible.
Could be funny. I don't think it's
how,
good.
like
but
how are you
it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
like,
don't think
actually
it's
get
great.
value off that? If you're standbying it at level 2, it's coming in tapped. Then
This
next
would-
turn you're maybe level 3 already.
This would be a cool card if this set had climax swap. Doesn't.
Yeah, why does it not have climax swap? That's the one thing.
I
it's
don't know.
missing.
It is the one thing it does not have. Has everything else. No climax swap.
I don't think it really would get played anyway, though. It's like
I mean, it would make it more playable if you could play one of this climax and like swap
I
into it.
suppose, but neither finisher is on reverse, right? Or no, the Marceline finisher is on reverse.
Yeah, it is. Mhm.
Oh wait, so yeah, that would be counterintuitive. You don't want to blow
Yeah.
up their field, and then Finn and Jake just don't care.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I
It's
think
fine,
it's,
but
it's whatever.
probably not play it.
It's C minus. Yeah,
Yeah,
C minus. Wow, these blue cards. The best thing we saw is an assist.
pretty good.
All right, next, Andy.
All right, Hudson Abadir, Hot Dog Man. When this card's placed on stage from your hand, you can discard 2 cards. If you do, put all cards in your opponent's stock into your opponent's waiting room, and your opponent puts the same number of cards from top deck into stock. Discard 2 to stock swap. And then when he is put into your waiting room from the stage, you can choose a Night Sphere amulet in your waiting room, put it into your memory. Oh, that's kind of nice. You don't actually have to play the Night Sphere amulet, but you kind of want the amulet in your memory at level 1 so you can early play the big Marceline, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And this is a level 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
And discard 2 to stock swap, kind of a...
That's
I don't know how I feel
horrendous.
about that
Yeah,
cost.
That is
it's really,
horrendous.
really expensive.
Oh,
Horrendous,
note-
horrendous.
Yeah. Also note that the stock swap is off trait. It's not U trait. It's Nightosphere Evil.
Yeah. This is
What do you mean Nightosphere Evil?
it's
Those are
off
traits.
trade for the.
Oh,
It's
his
traits.
traits, his traits.
It's not.
You can't
it's not
can't
U
search
trait.
it, yeah.
It's not U trait. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw people. I still see people constantly trying to jam this card into like more normal decks, and it's just not fucking worth it. This card's a trap. Do not play.
If you have more cards, if your finishers are more stock intensive than hand intensive, maybe the cards wouldn't be the worst, but
They both
Mhm.
ditch cards.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a stock swap. I can't give it any lower than a C, but it's
I can.
I can't.
Yeah, this
Wow,
card's,
you guys-
this
Like,
card's
this is just pack
fucking
filler.
garbage.
Pack
Yeah.
filler.
look at him. Look at him in his business suit, and tell me that's not a C tier card.
Not next.
No.
All right, Brian.
All right, Hunson Abadir, Chaotic Evil. If the Nightosphere Amulet is in your memory, this card sits at 11k. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, if you have 2 or more other Ooh or Nightosphere trait characters, you can choose a character in your clock, put it into your memory. And when this character's battle opponent becomes reversed, if Ruler of the Nightosphere, the book there, is in your climax area, you can clock shoot that character.
Off book.
Okay, so I figured it out. This is how you get Turtle Princess in your memory.
You have to heal it into your level.
Clock Turtle
Three.
Princess and put it in your memory.
Level 3. Broken.
Pretty whatever.
Yeah, this
Against
card,
like off trade. I mean, the clock kickers are fine as finishers.
I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried about it is a memory healer. Sits at 11 if you're like playing the only deck it would go in because it's off trait.
yeah, you in the Nightosphere deck, it's like
I still think it's
okay.
pretty fucking
You got to
bad.
get that stupid amulet into your memory.
Yeah, this amulet is
The
like a
amulet's
horrific
really
card.
bad. And it's forced into so many cards.
Yeah, there's a whole the whole package, and none of the cards are good, unfortunately.
All right, let's look at a much cooler card. We
Oh,
got the
heck yeah.
kitten.
Oh yeah.
The kitten. If Demonic Wishing Eye is in your memory, this card gets 6,000 power. Demonic Wishing Eye is a 1/1 event that says search your deck for 2 kittens, put them at separate positions of your stage, shuffle your deck, put this card into your memory. Pot of kittens.
Kitten flute.
Kitten flute. Flute of kittens.
Flute of summoning kitten.
Don't know, still don't know to this day if this card is a meme or if this card is real.
This is the card I want to brew with.
Yeah, this is way too meme to not try. This
Doesn't seem bad at all. It's a straight
Yeah.
plus and it goes to memory.
yeah.
And the kittens aren't even that much of a detriment to run because they're zeros.
Well, and
Yeah.
every like if you draw them later or whatever, like they're just level 0/7Ks.
Maybe it is just playable. I'm not sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
What
I
deck
think
would you
it's
play in?
playable.
That's,
I think
that's
it's
filling up
playable.
your field a lot in standby. I feel
I
like you
think
don't
when
play
you-
this in standby.
I think if you play this in a deck where you're trying to play max memory. You're just trying to play as much memory as possible.
Probably.
that sounds reasonable. So does the sword event, the Finn sword event, does that give power to just Finns? I don't remember.
No.
It's global 500 to all of your characters.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All of
Is
you.
it just during your turn?
Yes.
Yes.
Makes your kittens swing bigger.
It does.
Yeah, maybe there's like a yellow-blue memory deck where you don't run like the Turtle Princess, but maybe you run most of the rest. Or maybe you do run the Turtle Princess. Maybe you run like 2, and you like begrudgingly play 1, and like have it die. Maybe there's a way to just generate such an absurd amount of memory.
Mm-hmm.
But this does rip 2 cards out of your deck. Like
Yeah,
It's
it
gonna
does
feel pretty
Yuki.
bad casting it if you only have 1 kitten in your deck, though.
Yeah, if Yuki's your deck. So I don't know, 8 cards.
It just it has really bad standby synergy.
It does.
Yeah, it does have
You
bad
you don't
standby
play this in
synergy.
standby,
You-
yeah.
You're filling up your board. You're compressing yourself, so you're more likely to trigger standby.
Yeah, not for standby. I don't think I could say it's not playable though. There's
It's definitely
a deck.
solid, yeah.
It's got to
Yeah,
be
there's-
a kitten deck.
There's something here for sure.
Yeah, it sounds like a really fun card.
Dang.
All
It's the
right,
best card in blue.
it's the
It
kitten.
actually
Yeah,
is.
so, yeah. Who's this?
It was you.
You.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
1/0 Ice King, Nice King. Memory. If there's a card in your memory, it gets 15, sits at 55. When the battle opponent becomes reversed, if he has Prisoners of Love in the climax area, search your deck for one OO character or fan fiction.
So this is for the
So-
fan fiction deck.
It's a Shimakaze.
6/5 Shimakaze.
Get the 65, yeah.
He sits at 55 cross turn though, so I think that's
I mean, if you
normal.
have the Marceline Brainstorm, he'll just sit at
6K.
6K. Yeah.
That
That's
makes
not
these more
bad.
playable. I've been playing with a much better but similar package in Summer Pockets where it like summons the Shimakaze, the owl. They like sit it. They get Applebond power from this card that like pulls it out of deck. But I don't think this card has that level of synergy with it. It's just kind of like a maybe 55 6K cross turn.
Mhm.
I don't think this
chilling.
is bad though.
It's
Not
fine.
that
It actually
playable.
doesn't seem
It
that
lets
bad,
you
yeah.
search a counter and then like use the counter to like win board.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you just play everyone's favorite Thick Jake?
Yeah. Well,
We
'cause-
love
I
Thick
don't
Jake.
even like Thick Jake. I'm a Thick
well,
Jake,
because Thick Jake
but
loses his lane the cross turn. If you play this, you're trying to like win board as well. I think.
what's
Maybe,
Thick Jake sit at 45?
Yeah, I think
sounds
so.
right, yeah.
Dude, whatever. Like 45 and 55, these are like neither of those is like great at holding field.
55 is a lot more relevant. 45.
So Carmen, would you go on record saying that Ice King is better than Thick Jake?
No. I can't say that. I'm saying it's like if you were playing this, you would be playing this to like win its lane and then win its lane on the cross turn as well.
Mhm. Yeah, Thick Jake doesn't require a reverse, which is the dividing
It's
line.
fine. At least it's
Yeah.
on pants. If this was on
Is,
book,
is it worth playing, like making a concession, deck building concession, and playing this over a different combo just to enable
no.
better blue devotion in your deck, like higher
I
counter
don't
blue
think
cards?
so.
No,
Probably
because
not.
it's a blue level 1 combo, which means you have to have enough blue to also hit it at level 1.
Hmm. Unless you really need that pants for some reason.
And like unless you're also playing the kittens, like your other events for memory and shit that you'd want to play are in red and yellow. Kind of awkward.
Tyler, what's the context of this scene?
nice kid.
He shaves his beard, and all the princesses think that he's a different person. So he says he's the Ice King, and they go, "Oh, you're a nice king."
So
And
yeah, he befriends them. And
Why
then
does he have
befriends
why
them.
does he have the piano turned around and the
Well,
know.
that was before he shaved his beard and he trapped all the
was
princesses.
he trying to get them to play music or something?
Yeah, he was trying to get them to enjoy themselves.
Adventure Time doesn't make any sense.
No,
No,
it
it doesn't.
doesn't.
All right.
I mean, judging off that picture, that wild berry princess could just slip through those bars and jump out that window. Oh wait, no, that's a throne. Whatever.
Next card. Back to you, Andy.
Ice King, pass self. A card from your hand to waiting room when you play him. If you do, you choose a remember you in your waiting room, add it back to your hand. Bonds to the event. Pretty dope. When this card gets reversed in battle and you have 2 or more other ooh characters and 2 or less cards in your memory, you can put an ooh character from your hand to your waiting room and put this card in your memory. And if you do, search your deck for a character with Marceline in its card name and add it to your hand. I actually like this. This is like
Yeah,
this
this
is
was really
like
good.
the most playable blue card so far.
Yep.
By a large margin, yeah.
Yeah, this card's really good. You run this as a 1 of or 2 of in most decks, I think.
Yeah,
That's-
I'd probably try to, but
I'd
yeah.
also try
Pretty
to.
much every deck wants to run Remember You because it turns on the best Brainstormer.
Yeah, if you're playing
and it's
Remember
good
You, you
effect.
probably play some
Free
number of
free
those
drop
cards,
search when he dies too.
and it goes to memory.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
You might
The-
only be drop searching
two
early,
are-
but I mean that's fine still. It's for free. It's not even stock
Yeah.
intensive. You can just like, oh, they run them over. You
Lets you greed counts of your Brainstorm, even that's the only Marceline you're running. Lets you keep that count low, so you only need to grab 1 or whatever.
You can just search it out. Yeah.
I don't know. Is this
The
an A-tier
tour-
card actually, or
The 2 are, it would be if the 2 or more other OO character was on it, and that's what makes it only a B+. Because I've already done a little bit of testing with this. the 2 or more other on field, when you also have other cards that blink themselves to memory when they die, especially the Wildberry Princess that is a bomb, makes this kind of awkward to support.
Yeah, if your opponent attacks in the right
Yeah.
order,
It's still good because it's a bonder to a good event, but like
Yeah.
that part is awkward. But you know, it's fine.
Solid card.
All right,
Sure.
Yeah.
next.
All right, we got Gunter.
Wait.
Whack.
Right.
When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, reveal a top card of your deck. If it's level 1 or higher, put it into your hand. Choose 1 card in your hand, put it into your waiting room. And at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you can run him to an open position. He's a free runner that top checks for level 1 or higher cards.
Card great.
That's a pretty solid runner.
That's
Is a runner any good right now though?
Is this the only runner in this set?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
If you want to run a runner,
it doesn't have to be good now, but it's still a good runner.
No, the fact that they have
it's a
the
runner with
purple-
a good on-play effect. Or
Yeah.
like an actual on-play effect. So you
the
retain its
usable on
usefulness throughout
play
the game.
effect.
You don't care about the power on a runner. The whole point's to live, not to kill.
I give it like playable minus. I don't like that it doesn't hit on any character. It just only hits level 1 or higher. But if you run a lot of events, it might even out.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that does. B+, draws events.
All right.
Hmm.
Next. All right, so we got the Lich possessing Billy. This is like a whole thing.
Billy.
So if Billy the hero is in your memory, this is a 9/5. And if there are 2 or more other Ooh characters in your memory, this gains the following ability. Auto, when this card becomes reversed, the level of this card's battle opponent is higher than your opponent's level. You can put that character in the bottom of your opponent's deck. So it's a bottom deck bomb, but it's also a 9/5.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it is.
this has like the most ridiculous way. This card like merges from memory, I think, is how you have to get the Billy into memory.
Uh,
Yeah, it's the snail. Yeah, the snail is like, it's an act. Pay 2. The Billy has to be on your stage. Put it into your memory along with this to choose this card and put it onto your stage from your waiting room.
At
So
what
you-
level?
1. So you can early play it, but you're negging yourself. It's pay 2, neg 1 to pull out an anti-change bomb that's slightly oversized and memory compress yourself 2.
So I was gonna say, like, if it was easier
Well,
to
it's
get
not
Billy into your
compression
memory,
until you hit your next deck.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not memory. It's not really compression until your next deck.
To put 2 cards into memory and pull out the bomb.
if you could get the Billy into memory easier and just, that would be a good excuse to run 4 copies of a 2/1 anti-change bomb. 2195, that's also an anti-change bomb, is like, I think that's actually a strong profile.
But it's like, it's just too much. I think if you see this at all, it's just because it's an anti-change bomb. The bottom decker bomb.
Yeah.
Probably.
But like, we have a Dachi, so like, why? We have a stock Adachi and a reverser Adachi, so like, this card sucks.
Yeah, I mean, if you need, for some reason, to send cards to the bottom of the deck, this exists, but yeah.
Blue fix. You need blue fix.
I guess, yeah, but ugh.
You run it over the Adachi if you need blue fix. That's like,
If you're having a bad game, it won't even be online. What I hate about it.
Yeah.
dang. I was kind of excited for the payoff card for Billy, but this is a letdown.
Yeah.
Poor Billy.
All right. I think this is me, right? We got the Earl of Lemon Grab. Unacceptable. This card cannot hide attack. When you play this on the stage from your hand, you may put the top 3 cards of your deck in your waiting room. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, you mill the top card, and if it's a climax, this card goes to stock. So I actually just got off some games playing with this card. I played it down 4 times. It whiffed 3 of them. Yeah, card sucks.
I mean, that's
it's
fine
actually
if it works,
fine.
then it goes
I mean,
for
do you
stock.
want this
It's
card to go to
stock
stock? Is
anyway.
that the idea?
No, because if it goes to stock and it's your only 0,
Right, yeah.
Pretty
is it-
bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least it gives you your stock, and then next turn you can collect around.
Sure, but I could also
else,
just
but-
play any of the other oversizes that don't off themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that's true.
there's also the Jake oversize that does the same thing and potentially sends itself to stock on play too.
Optional mill 3 is
I think that card's better than
fine,
this card.
right?
The Jake.
Is optional mill 3
The Gut
fine?
Grinder.
Optional mill 3 can be very good.
And it's actually mills 4.
Yeah, this card goes through 4 cards on its own for free on play, which is good. Like that
Goes through
part's good.
1 to 4. You get it 1 or 4. You get to choose. And if there's a way to top check yourself and know that you have a climax on top, you can like get a free stock off this. But probably just want to brainstorm at that point.
Yeah. It's
Blue fix.
it's somewhere between a D plus
Yeah.
and a C minus, I think.
Yeah, I'm kind of there.
I'd rather run the Penguin.
Yeah.
It's not like it's terrible. It's just like there's no need to bubble.
Free 4 cards is good, but like, yeah.
Yeah. It's the only card with lemon grab on it.
True.
Dang, doing my boy dirty.
All right, next card.
Got Ice Queen. Oh, what a cutie.
Alright. Ice Queen. When this is placed on stage from your hand, choose one character with level higher than your opponent's level in his or her backstage. They cannot stand during the next stand phase. And it's a rest 2 brainstorm. That is a search. No, salvage. Salvage on blue. Okay.
So we do have the BMO that goes to stock. However, we do not have any sort of payoff for playing a Rest 2 Brainstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike
The enter effect's
Monica.
good.
It's fine. I actually hate that enter effect. I think that enter effect is actually like way too edge case to ever like really do what you want it to do.
So if this card was a rest 1 brainstorm and had that enter effect, I think it's like the brainstormer choice you'd play.
Absolutely not. That
Well, I
Marceline
guess
is
like
really
you have
good.
to play Marceline, but
It's still off trade.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
And
off
the
still
trade.
off trade
Yeah.
too. Salvage is anything though.
I think Marceline does as well, though, right? It's waiting room.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah. So this is just
Choosing a character on their field not to stand though, that can be like crippling.
I mean, what do you do? Wait till your opponent standbys at level 1 and then go, ah ha ha, I was holding my brainstorm
Like
the whole time.
when your opponent standbys, you can like field this from your hand.
I guess.
And think of it this way too. It's like you don't play this card in your back row as your brainstormer. You play it in your front row to swing with it and lock down one of their cards. It's like a salvage target, right? Think of it this way: salvage target. When your opponent's playing standby.
Why?
Next turn, your opponent standbys something.
Why
drop
would I
this
do
down.
that?
I'm telling you why.
I can just
drop
play
this down.
Wormhole.
You drop this down. You rest their card down, and then you brainstorm your back rows. Kind of use the fact that it's like a rest
only
to your
hits on level
advantage.
higher. It's only in standby matchups.
Yeah,
In which case, why wouldn't I just play
that's
play
why it's like a
Wormhole?
one of. It's like a one of.
But why?
salvage target.
I can just play
To lock them
Wormhole.
down and get a brainstorm, and still swing with this card. This is just a shitter.
Well, why? Why would I do any of that when I can just play the Wormhole? I can
Oh.
just play a better card.
Can't salvage wormhole off of gate, dude.
Yeah, you can. You salvage the Bonder.
There's a bonder to it.
Yeah, you just salvage the Bonder.
Okay, that's a whole package. This is one queen.
Oh, it's 2 cards. Oh, sorry. It also bunts your finisher.
You're not running that as a 1-1 split.
Yeah, I
You'll
am.
lose.
I am all
I
the
think that's
time.
kind of loose, Carmen.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because it's a Bonder. Bonders are strong. I can hold
think-
either
I think
card
this-
in my hand.
I think this card has actually some potential. And I think I will try teching this as a one of.
Card sucks.
I think it has potential.
It's off trait.
I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah,
with it
it's
is
fucking
off-rate.
completely off trait.
The effect, I think, can be useful as a tech effect. Maybe,
It
but
makes
the-
all your 500 power for other things like that only trade off not work. Like this card's straight up a liability.
Especially if your normal brainstorm you're using is a search brainstorm. Which I don't think they have.
Down to F.
Or they might.
Cards, like, there's everything. I was just thinking about all the things that key off having boards of ooh and stuff like that, and it just makes this card completely unplayable.
When do you need like a full field of ooh?
It's even having one character not hit is like a reason to not play this. When
I mean,
you
this
have
just
access to
crashes,
Wormhole.
I mean, this just crashes and kills itself.
Why would I do that? Why would I play a card that does that? Why would I play a card that does that? I could play a Bonder that bonds to Wormhole and then crash the Bonder. Why would I play this?
You can do this at level 1, though. You can't Wormhole at level 1.
Why would I care about doing it at that point? There are targets in the back row.
And this doesn't minus you the same way that a like Wormhole will, when you have to like sack your character.
Oh, that doesn't make it playable. Like, the things that stack up against it make it worse. Why is it off trait? Why does it only hit level higher? Why is it a Rest 2's Brainstorm? Why are we still talking about this card? This is like really bad.
I like it. Don't talk shit on my waifu, dude.
Card sucks.
There's an Ice Queen waifu.
Yeah, I didn't buy a playset, but I did buy a body pillow. It's on the way. It's getting here before your playset. Be jealous.
Probably. My playset's coming very slowly.
All right, who has the Magic Man?
This is me. We got the Magic Man. This card becomes reversed in battle. Reveal top card of your deck. If that card is level 2 or higher, you can pop this to your hand. Shouts to my girl Mari. When this card becomes reversed in battle, you can choose a card in your opponent's clock, put it in their waiting room, and then clock your opponent from the top of their deck.
Snipe
So you can
Cosma.
Snipe Cosma, yeah.
can potentially screw your opponent over. Kind of like roll the dice and maybe fuck them. Get a climax in there. That's pretty cool. Maybe in standby decks where you're running like a lot of level 2s, this could be like an alright card, but I think it probably doesn't get played still.
Yeah,
I
think so.
personally hate Snipe Cosma. I
But
don't like
Cosma. It's Snipe Cosma that plays itself over and over again.
I don't like the 2 or higher coin flip as opposed to like where it's like when they die. I very much preferred like just draw phase. This is a level 0. Like,
I think I would still prefer just base Snipe Cosmo where it's a bomb with the clock.
500 stock bomb.
Yeah.
yeah, because a 500 bomb has more uses outside of this. 'Cause, like, you can deny memory cards and things.
Yeah, this thing just crashes and doesn't interact with your opponent's board at all, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, talked myself into even lower. I don't like it. I don't like Snipe Cosmo too much at all. I would rather just play better cards. All right, let's move to the gross heart.
All right, we've got Ricardio, the heart guy. During your
The
turn,
heart guy.
the heart guy, yeah.
It's actually his name.
During your turn, if you have another trait character, he sits at 5,500, only on your turn.
Ooh, vanilla.
And when this card is placed on the stage from your hand, choose another OO character, and that character gets 2,000 power until the end of the turn. This card sucks.
This is just above garbage.
It's not terrible.
I'm gonna give it like that.
What?
I think that's about what it
It's
deserves.
actually not that bad. It's playable.
It's
It's a vanilla that
disagree.
pumps something 2K.
only
it's
on
only
your
van-
turn.
it's only vanilla on your turn, yeah.
It's like, okay, it's like a Shimakai or something. It pumps something power on your turn.
I would rather have a Shimakai because they're 5k. Cross turn.
Shimakai also gives power every turn. This only gives power the turn it comes in.
Okay, dude. When has your Shimakai ever lived?
It has
Not-
before. All the time.
At least one time, yeah.
How many times have your 4,500 power combos lived cross turn? It happens.
They sometimes do, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Card's bad. It's got funny
playable,
art.
At least.
I mean, if you need the 2,000 power, if you're playing some sort of reverse thing, maybe it's all right in some cases, but in most decks, you probably don't even consider this.
Not a fan.
Nope.
We got Gunter, Demonic Wishing Eye. This bonds to Kitten, and it has act, rest this, choose a character in your opponent's center stage only. That character gets minus 1,000 power this turn. Why doesn't
I
this
was gonna-
bond to the event?
I wish this bonded to the event.
I was gonna say like this bonds the kitten. It's useless, but it's a good excuse just to throw it in your deck. Like a -1,000 to their field can be solid, you know.
It
Just
does
kill
the
something
same
real
thing
quick
as
there.
like kills
On
like
death attack.
an on death, like a memory
Yeah.
card.
And just you could also just read the card as tap, give one of your characters 1,000 power.
Right, yeah, it helps
True.
It's a
Helps your
1,000 point swing in one lane.
helps your kittens win board.
I think
I don't
even
know.
in a non-kitten deck, you could maybe tech this if the meta is like very, psychono-y, like, on death or like on reverse, like go to memory.
Maybe it does.
Go
It
to
does
the
make
adventure time
1,000.
mirror.
Yeah,
Just for that,
maybe.
I think it goes in C range just for that fringe interaction that might be
Yeah.
decent.
I don't think it's that good. This is
C
another-
plus because it bonds to a card you might already be playing. I think the card like without the bond is probably like C tier.
I'll
Niche
give
player.
it
I would have liked it
C
without
minus.
the. I wish it bonded to the event.
Yeah, this would be a very,
really
very
good
solid
then.
card if it bonded to the event.
Yeah.
Whack.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wah. Next, Tyler.
All right, we got a 2,500 backup, and when you use this backup, there are 2 more cards in your memory. It is a 3,500 backup.
Whack.
It's a pretty shit condition on a 3,500 backup. Usually they just give you
Yeah.
that for free.
Yeah, it's like
It's like actually
kind of black.
Yeah, I mean, 2 cards in memories. I feel like is basically free in this set, but there are situations.
I
Where it
feel like by
probably
the
doesn't
time
happen.
you've reached level 2,
Oh, the
you
point
should
is-
have 2.
The point is that they do give you this for free. Andy's right. They do give you it for
Yeah.
free in like every other set.
Yeah.
Why?
I guess the you could run this in your fan fiction deck then too. My
That's
standby
true.
fan fiction deck I was
True.
talking about last video. Maybe this does get run, but
Standby fanfiction.
Honestly, though,
yeah, you don't like Cake the Cat,
Not
Fiona
really.
the Human.
and I
Not particularly.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I
I'm
just
gonna
hate
give
them.
it D minus.
All right, let's look at this gross snail. Andy, tell us about the gross snail.
So the Lich actually possessing Snail. Put a card from your hand into your waiting room when your Princess Bubblegum possessed is put into your waiting room from the stage. If this card is in your waiting room, you can discard, put this on your field. So you can like get a 4K at level 0. Ooh.
wow.
Wow. Or you could just hard play Billy from your hand. Act ability, pay 2, put a Billy and this card into your memory. Choose a Lich possessing Billy in your waiting room and put it on the stage position this card was on.
Notably,
You can get that. You can get that.
Yeah,
2
level
on a
0.
level 0.
Oh, yeah, you can.
yeah, level
But
0,
you
9,
can't
5.
even do that until like at least your second turn or something.
If you're going second, yeah, you have to attack twice, go second, and then slam at the turn after.
And
if
all
your
these
bubblegum
cards
dies,
have to
yeah.
be engraved by that
Yeah,
point.
dude. Yeah, dude. You just pay all your stock.
No,
and
you just play 4 Earls of Lemon Grab. They all whiff. You mill 16 cards. Okay, hear me out. You have like 2 cards in hand now, and they're exactly these cards. It's the Billy and the Bubblegum.
At least it's interesting. It's interesting design
Yeah.
space. It's just you know.
Bad.
I'd rather have an interesting bad card than a mediocre
Yeah, at least it's
boring
cool.
card. But this sucks ass.
Not good.
I'll just give it a plain D.
Yeah, I think Andy's right. I think it's actually just unplayable, despite it being cool.
It is unplayable, but
Because,
it's kind of funny though.
Okay, let's imagine the scenario where you get the God Hand right, and you're like, oh man, turn 1 Lich. Is that worth like
No.
No.
I doubt
paying
it,
2
yeah.
stock that you whiffed so hard that you generated, and you get this 2/1?
And you lose a body on board.
Sure,
yeah.
it holds field, but who gives a shit? They just get to level 1 and a dodge at you.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Unfortunate.
Oh my goodness.
It's you, Brian.
All right, we've got Princess Monster Wife. If you don't have another character with Ice King in its card name, this card can't stand during its stand phase. This card gets 1500 power for each marker underneath it. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you may choose one royalty trait character in your waiting room, put it face down underneath this as a marker. This card is
Actually, that's not terrible. Like the memory fed.
It
I feel
can
like
eat all
usually
your
when-
turtle princess.
Usually, when you see these sort of like marker it and it gets bigger effect, it's like a random card off the top of your deck. But this
Yeah.
actually is like more of like a rem.
Mhm.
You have to have the Ice King 2/1 down in the back row, though. I think that's like the only back
How
row
big does this
Ice
sit
King.
then? This sits at 1500 from the Ice King, so that gets to 8k 95 with the marker. Or no, 9k 10-5 with the marker.
Yeah,
On your
11k
first
with the
turn,
mark
yeah.
behind it too. Yeah.
11k
actually-
with the marker. That's rem. Rem.
Well, it's got one soul. Doesn't heal.
Well,
It's better than normal, but
yeah, but it only costs 1.
I
Yeah, it's not
it's
rem.
like a D plus.
Yeah.
Like slightly better than garbage.
It's funny. You can play it with the Finn fireproof suit, make it hexproof so that it can't be bounced with all its markers, can't be blinked, broken.
That's true. You gotta have your full field hexproof with the princess monster wife.
You could run
No,
this as
but
a
then you
one-up.
can't have the Ice King in the back row.
That's true.
You
yeah.
could totes run this as a one-of.
I mean, you could. It's definitely spicy if you're running the Ice King back row.
Yo,
already.
maybe
I
you
don't
run
think-
this in like 8 standby.
No. No.
Because like you're already running a lot of Princess Bubblegums, right?
No, you just play
You
the
mill yourself
2/2.
super hard. This thing gets on your field, and then you just snowball.
Just play the 2/2 Marceline.
The 2/2 Marceline would just be better statted overall, though.
Well,
Yeah.
2/2 Marceline swings for 2 also is the
Yeah,
big
you're
thing.
a standby deck. You can't afford to like give up. You can't stand by this over a card with 2 soul because you fall behind in damage.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta push damage. Let's just take the standbys out for 2 souls.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
This would be
is
better in a
in
2
2
soul
soul.
deck, yeah. Alright, next card. Abraham Lincoln. This is me, right? King of Mars. Abraham Lincoln. Why is he the King of Mars? Why is Abraham
have
Lincoln
no
the King
idea.
of Mars?
He just is.
Okay. When your other character is put on waiting from the stage, this card is in the backstage. You may ditch a card. If you do, put that character back in the stage position one as a rest. So it's a field encore. And then it has act, pay 1, choose 1 character in your opponent's center stage. That character gets minus 1,000 for the turn. So it's
Not bad, but look at his trait.
Mars.
Just
trait.
Mars trait.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Bad. Bad. Bad, bad, bad. It's like F plus.
King of Mars. At least
Why
it's
is he
flavorful.
just Mars?
well, he's on Mars. That's why he's not in U.
Oh. Is he flavorful?
Yeah,
Is
his
he?
first
Saves
effect
you.
is flavorful.
Saves
Is
you.
it?
Yeah, he killed himself for Jake.
Oh,
Spoilers.
I don't remember that.
Well, I had to spoil it because Brian apparently can't remember a show.
Alright. We already talked about the Demonic Wishing Eye.
It's pretty good. I'll give it a bit.
Pretty playable.
Yeah, you're
Like,
playing it. You're running 4 of Kitten most likely.
What did I give the kitten? This just gets the same rating.
Probably gave it a B.
gave it like, we
Yeah,
gave
you gave it a
B's
B.
across the board. Okay, yeah, it's B. I mean, consistency. Alright, Tyler, you can tell us about this.
The Ice King schemes. If you do not have a character with Ice King in card name, this cannot be played from hand. Choose one of your U characters. It gets 2,500 at the end of the turn. Put that into memory. Put that into memory, not the event.
This is how you get Turtle Princess into memory.
Turtle Princess would be on your board already.
Oh, that's true.
Wait, that actually works. It gets Turtle Princess in your memory.
It does.
Yeah,
have to
but
get it
you
on
could
board
also-
somehow.
Yeah, you also, yeah. Well, this is an event counter. You could play it on your turn.
You know how we were talking about Ice King and saying it's like Sayaka, but you can't wish. Here's your like janky Sayaka's wish.
It doesn't, what?
This
This doesn't
doesn't
do
heal.
anything.
Also, the thing that you use this on needs to live because it's at the end of turn. It goes to memory. It has to.
Yeah,
live
so
through
it
on
can't
both
die. It has to live through.
25
step.
counter. I mean, but yeah,
So
that's-
I wish it just said at the end of battle, so
Yes,
you always got the memory.
I don't know if I like the fact that you back up, you win lane, and then you lose your thing anyway.
Yeah, it seems dumb. That's what I was gonna say.
It seems like if you want to play Turtle Princess, I mean, you just run this card. You have
Yeah,
to.
It's one card instead of one stock. I think I'd rather pay one stock.
I think I would too. Yeah. Just play it down.
I'll go D-. I don't think it's as bad as Tyler thinks it is, but it's pretty
I
bad.
hate this card. Yeah.
Yeah, this card's pretty shit. Camera.
There it is.
Camera. Click, click. This card has a bonder to it.
It does. The
Has a
Princess
bonder
Bubblegum
that's
possessed, yeah.
Really
Oh, yeah,
good
the
with
Princess
standby. It's a card that
Yeah,
pops back to
I
hand.
think it's good.
Yeah, very easily playable because it has a bonder. Especially a reusable bonder. A bonder that pops back to hand.
Yeah. when
Yeah.
you play
Makes
Fauna.
it even better.
Doesn't the
Pretty
bubblegum give soul on pop back
It does
too?
give soul,
Yeah, it does give
That's
soul.
super good.
Really good for standby. Alright. Lightning
time.
round promos. Finn, let's play. If the total level of your cards is 2 or higher, this is a 6-5.
Boo.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Whatever. F.
I didn't buy it, so F.
Jake's face. On attack gets X power. X is equal to ooh characters times 1,000. So it's 12. Or other, so 11. And you can act, pay 1, give it 2,000. Yeah, this is gross.
Yeah,
Nothing about those 3 teeth are cute, Tyler.
Princess Bubblegum, level 0. When this plays from hand to stage from hand, choose one of your ooh characters. It gets 1,500 power.
That's
Wait, what was that card that gave? Oh, the heart guy.
Cardio, the heart guy, yeah.
I mean, this is better because it's level 0.
Yeah, this is
Still garbage.
fine, but I
I
mean,
think I think I gave Ricardo a C. That
Um,
means I got to give this a C plus because it's better than Ricardo.
I would never sleeve this card in a bazillion years.
I mean, I probably wouldn't either, but
No, I wouldn't even play this.
All right. And the only one you need to worry about, Marceline, let's play. If the character facing this card is cost 0 or lower, this card cannot become reversed. Memory. If there are 2 or more cards in your memory, this gets plus 2,000 power. Cross turn.
it's at 65, yeah.
So, depending on the meta you're in, this is either the standby target of choice or just objectively worse than the trial deck one, which is 7/5 hand on court. Or you're running Turtle Princess.
Why don't you just
Could
split
be.
it? Like honestly, like the safe play would be like split it. Like
Yeah,
start
2
running
and 2.
4 of 1, run like a 2/2 split, and then like, you know, depending on your meta, if your meta's more cost 0, tweak it to be like a 3/1 split. If it's more the other way, tweak it to like a 3/1 split.
Yeah. The
to
card's
hand on
strong.
core.
Having the 2 or more memory means that you're going to have to like play to generate more memory at level
It's
0,
nice that this
but I think you
actually
do that
sits
anyway.
at 6/5 though. Usually these don't sit at 6/5. They sit at like 45,
Notably,
55.
all of your cards that go to memory also ditch cards. So, like, they help you set up your standbys. Especially in your level 0 turns, where the big way you set up level 0 standbys is by pitching cards from hand. Pitching 1/1s from hand. So, yeah.
As someone who thinks that 7,500 hand-on course kind of suck ass, I think this is just probably strictly better still. Because like,
I
okay,
think it
the other
really
one,
depends
the
on
other
the
one
meta.
the other one has hand-on core, okay, but like
Mhm.
this sits at 6,500 power, so that's like you can already back that up over your opponent. Probably.
It really depends on Dal. It depends on whether Dal decides to play 8 standby or choice or something in English. It depends what they plan to
I don't
play.
think I would play. I feel like I would still play this over the hand-on core, even if Dal exists.
I don't know. You stand
Yeah,
a
I mean-
chance of actually winning against the 1/1.
Mhm.
Playing this.
This is like so good in the matchups where it's good though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
it really is invincible.
It depends on the field, right?
It's like
So-
actually game-winning
But-
against
yeah,
certain
like-
non-reverse decks if you can like get a couple of these early.
Mhm. Like against Attack on Titan, this card is just suffocating for the
Ah.
AOT player.
You just win it. Like
I
a
mean,
good
Then
player.
you just play it again.
You don't play it from hand. Or maybe you do.
Against AOT, sure, I'll play it from hand.
I guess, yeah.
you
Against
ab-
AOT, you
absolutely
would
slice
play it from
against
hand,
AOT,
yeah.
think
I
this card
played
is-
Remy from hand against AOT, so yeah. I guess it's
Good
it's
feature.
yeah. If there's any one you pick up, it's this, and good luck because it's $15 each now.
I I mean, real talk. Do you like? Why wouldn't you just play? The fourth copy of this before the first copy of the hand-on Core 7.5.
Because Data Live swings in at 8-5 with their 1-1, and this
Yeah,
eyes it versus winning the lane with a
yeah,
backup.
maybe you just play literally every game against other
That's
standby
literally
decks.
it. That's
and
literally it. That's why I said
Yeah.
it's field dependent, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
You can't beat like 1,000 power on top of a 1-1, which is what Data Live does every turn with their 1-1. So you can't tie the card. You want to beat the card, and like you won't have like the Remember You with the thing online every game, which would put you to 9, which
That
would
point,
beat them by
when
500. But
Wouldn't
like
Dachi be a better standby target then?
no, because this is 1-1 into 1-1, not into 1-1 into 1-1.
Oh,
not
yeah,
1-1
I
into
see, I
2-2,
see.
yeah. This is about 1-1 into opponent 1-1 because Data Live pops their Brainstorm, gives their 1-1 1,000 power, so it's an 8-5. And then if they swing into this with a 2k backup, you're tying. And because maybe you're still at level 0, if you're both playing a slow game, you can't have the Remember You power online, so you won't be able to back up to 9. And none of your other cards buff. So like it really depends on your field. The 7-5 is better into like the field. But if you can get the memory fast enough and that's not an issue, I know there are people that don't think that you're able to do that every game. Have 2 memory by the time this hits the field, and then it just gets run over by someone's random 1-1 garbage. Maybe that's important to you.
I mean, yeah, we'll check it out though. Like, even if you
Yeah.
don't get 2 memory, even if you have 0 memory, it's 4,500. As long as they're running cost zeros and not standby, you're still not reversing it.
It's still fine. Yeah.
Cost 0, your level 0 vanilla
Yeah.
can't reverse this.
True. But yeah, I think it's fine. It's a good card to have access to, so if you can
Yeah,
pick
for
up
sure.
a play set of it, do so. Just because,
Good luck. Yeah.
yeah, good luck finding it. Crack some boxes, I guess. All right, last card, the shop promo for this past month, November, is this Finn and Jake Adventure Time. It is a 10k healer. That's it.
Wow. Seems
Terrible.
very very boring. Yeah.
Boring. You need it for Finn and Jake waifu though. You don't have any more cards. Yeah, it's just whatever.
Jake is cuter now. He has 4 teeth.
He does.
All right, well that's everything.
That's it.
Surprised that there was nothing that actually keyed off of having specific Finn or Jake characters.
Yeah. It was all just Finn in name,
yeah.
I think. Finn in name was the best we got.
Yeah, the Flame Princess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty underwhelmed by blue in general.
The best cards in blue are the uncommons and commons. The rare
They actually are, yeah.
Aquador, yeah.
Obviously, most notable card, the Bonder to Remember You. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, man, I can't wait to like crack open my Adventure Time pack and be like, "Yo, Penguin," and just leave my Ice King like on the table with my chest.
Like the 2/1 back row Ice King is good. I think that card is good.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's worth going all the way into blue. So like you'd have to play it in standby and say that you were gonna stand by it and not play it from hand.
Is it even worth putting blue into your deck for that? Because like the blue zeros, some of them were fine, but like
I think if you play blue
is
at all,
it really, really worth it in standby instead of just playing another level assist?
if you play blue at all, it's because you want to play the camera event. I think straight up because it's of what we've seen so far. Adventure Time does not have like controllable mill, main phase controllable mill. So I think that if you play blue in any way, it's because you want to play the like Enchiridion and Kyridian Bonder package. That's probably all you're trying to do.
Most likely, yeah.
And even that could be kind of sus. Maybe you just kind of are a deck that have to chalk it up and say, all I got's Brainstorm. And like on play mill twos or something. Who knows? But yeah, I think if blue gets played in any way, it's to play this event.
But like, are any of the blue zeros splashable enough that it's worth playing them over better level 0s just to enable a 2/1 Ice King.
Gunter, I
And I
guess.
just don't
Yeah,
think it is.
Like the runner, and that's about it.
Runner 2/1, like 0 specifically. It's just Gunner,
You play
Gunter.
play kittens.
I guess in standby, actually, okay, in standby the Gunter is actually pretty solid because it's like a nice way to like filter a high level card into your waiting room for your standbys.
That's true too.
So I could actually dig that. Just like
It
a
hits on
number of
both your
level 0
events.
Gunters.
You could like play it as a hand filter, like play 2 of it.
I think for your blue fix though, just play like 4 Gunters and like an Ice King or 2 Ice King.
And like 8 standby Adventure Time is a deck that wants to like resolve a level 1 climax combo. So like you're not slamming like every climax that comes into your hand, like other 8 standby decks that are either 8 standby with a finisher
Play the
combo.
other standbys that aren't
Well, yeah.
correct one.
But I'm saying it's not like you instantly slam the first climax that comes into your hand.
Saying you like can stand by like turn 1 pretty consistently. That's probably part of the appeal.
It is, but like
Throw that Marceline in the front row.
I think that you would be better off going for like the power spike of the twin drive and the extra stock than you would be unless you got like the perfect 1/1 turn out, especially because if you're playing like the box topper, you might not have the memory yet, you might have things ready yet.
Yeah.
Like you also have tools to get into your level 1 combo. Wildberry and Ricky are both really good consistency tools to get into your level 1 combo. Helps accelerate you to level 1 so you can get your fat 2/2 out. Hopefully rip some more with your bubblegum standbys. But yeah.
Hey, let's not do all the deck brewing now.
Yeah.
I want to ruin our next video, and I want to go eat dinner.
Okay.
So we should be done.
Yeah. That's it for Blue. We'll see you guys in the next video, which I believe will be we're doing Adventure Time decks, like Andy said, this Friday.
Yep.
Or whatever, the next time videos go up. Be then. Don't want to commit to anything.
At some point, yeah.
We
Get
have
ready. Ice Queen, she's coming.
What else do we have to do? We have to do Bow Free. What else is on the horizon? I'm checking the website right now.
All right, I'm actually leaving, guys. I'm actually going to go eat.
Bow Free and Fate.
I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Thanks for watching, guys.
See ya.